Sumo Champ just for you. No script, no cue.
Yo,
Dude, that's a banger.
right?
That's so good. That's so good.
It's by far my favorite. Like, as I was messing around, it's like, I don't know if this is any good, and then I put it out there, and everybody was like, we like this. So
Yeah,
we're rocking with it. We're rocking with
Well,
it.
this is when JJ was out like doing like 5 different AI songs and like trying to make logos and opening and closing credits and like taking 10 hours a day doing it.
dude, it sounds great. I'm a fan. I was
Sounds
boogieing.
like that JJ's back. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Minkin, you want to welcome our guests?
Yes, today, as many of you know, you've seen this guy before. Our special guest is JJ Jones. Wait.
Minkin,
Yes.
you're the absolute worst. You're the worst. You want to try that again?
Okay, I'll try it again.
Can I do it?
Oh, yes, you can do it. Yeah, of course.
Go ahead.
All right. Long awaited. You guys have been super excited for this. Even though he's on every single time. Mencken is here with us today. What's up, Mencken?
What's up? What's up, Seth? Thanks for having
Not
me
much,
on the
man.
show.
Yeah,
Thank
of
you.
course.
Yeah.
Of course. This is
I'm excited.
my pride and joy. So I'm glad to have you here.
All right, I think it's my turn. All right.
Okay.
So-
All right, let's see what he's got.
So everybody, you're able to train in your soul, or maybe you're able to go on YouTube and train with your sensei. Your sensei is here. Your sensei has always been here. Sensei Seth, welcome.
What's up? What's up? Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, no problem.
I don't know why you're doing this. You're like a YouTuber that has like 700,000 followers, and we have like 1,400.
Dude. I don't think you guys realize how many podcasts I say no to. I say yes to a lot of podcasts, and I'm like, let's book it. And then by the time it rolls around, I'm like, man, I just don't feel like talking for an hour. But for you guys, it's like, I don't mind. It's fun to do it.
That's fair. That's fair. We're
It's because it's minimum effort and we don't ask a lot. Yeah,
it's
that's
because
why.
Mr. Beast had a little bit of a gap, and we're filling that gap. Right after
Yes.
this, he's right into Mr. Beast, and then he's with
Yep.
Logan Paul. So it's going to be
Yes.
a long day for Sensei
That
Seth.
is totally the group I hang out with. Yeah, 100%.
So, obviously, we're talking about sumo. That's all we ever
yeah.
really talk about. Well, I mean, it's the podcast about nothing in sumo. So it's like Seinfeld meets sumo. Seth, are you excited about representing the United States again?
Dude, it's gotten to the point where everything else that I do for work is like supplementary, and it all just kind of fuels the sumo that I get to do. Where unfortunately people don't love watching. I'm sure maybe this crowd is different, but people don't love watching the sumo content in like my regular fan base. but I'm like kind of force feeding it to them. Where eventually I've got people who comment who are like, I had no idea what sumo was or was about for the longest time, and now I'm a fan. I like it, and I'm it's like sumo's broccoli to them, and I'm like, hey, what about with cheese on it? You like it with cheese on it? And they're like, yeah, I like broccoli with cheese. I'm like, good.
It's amazing how many people I get coming in trying sumo just because they watched your YouTube video.
That's wild. That's insane.
I've had 10 guys.
10?
10.
Dude, where's my cut? No, I'm just kidding. No, honestly, I love sumo, and I wish it was bigger, but at the same time I don't, because then the competition pool would be bigger. So I'm kind of doing myself a disservice, but oh well. I think it's cool.
I understand.
I'm glad people like it. Yeah.
You know, I used to be
Well-
like maybe number like 6 or 7 in lightweight. Now I'm down to, according to Edobor, I'm down to like 100. I didn't know there were 100 lightweight participants in the U.S., but
I'm sure we could find some.
yeah.
I'm sure we could find
And
out.
once
And I'll
you-
be
once you
below
scroll
all
them
those
all up,
first timers too.
Each
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
every
yeah.
one of them is going to get is going to beat Minkin because Minkin's garbage.
Yeah. Well, if you think about lightweight, because there's no, is there a minimum weight in most
Nope.
competitions? No, right?
No.
So I guess realistically, if you got babies into sumo, you would probably be better than some of them.
They would have to be adults.
Mm,
They have
Oh,
to be over
Oh.
18. And so now you're looking at competition that he just can't handle.
It's the stupidest bit.
100%. 100%. It is all
Dude,
because
babies in
edible.
sumo would be sick though. It's like
I mean-
instead of having baby crawling races like they do at the NBA games, you just have babies in like just pushing each other around.
Yeah, I mean,
You'd have
we
to
could
set up
start
certain
definitely
safety
at
precautions,
toddler.
of course.
right?
Are we
If-
going
so
to
if we
bet
have
some
it
money
at-
on like babies
No,
fighting?
that's where
Is
you
that
get in
what
trouble.
we're doing?
That's where you
Oh.
get in
That's
trouble.
that's
Dang,
the legal
okay.
issue.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely
My
don't
bad.
want to do that.
Baby sumo gambling rings.
So I want to talk about Poland. We never really got to dive deep into Poland. How was Poland? And I know you had a friend that came through and
did.
recorded you, and
Yeah.
but like talk about your stepping on the world stage and how that felt, and getting a win. You know, talk
Yeah.
about that win too.
Yeah, no, I think I was ultimately a little disappointed with my performance.
Hmm.
There's some losses that I can wrap my head around. Like Japan, sure. Yeah. That dude
That's
was
the
huge.
worst pool. There's nothing worse than your before your tournament, like actually
Yeah.
before your division. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
here's Japan, the best team, legit
Yeah.
best team. Here
The
you
day
go.
before. And it's like, here, we're just going to give you something to chew on, something to sink your teeth into. We're just going to throw you to Japan's biggest guy. And then you take it on you just take it on the chin, you go to sleep it off. Don't dream about it all night. Yeah, so that was my first day. I don't think we knew we were competing until like kind of late on. So we ended up competing on Saturday, and then we had our divisions on Sunday. By the time Sunday came around, I was pretty back mentally. I think I got a win, and then halfway through my second match, I was feeling really good, and then lost, which is how it goes. So
Right.
I lost a match that I thought I was winning. I was like, oh, okay, all right, well, that sucks, but 2 losses. So got in there again, got another win, and then against, I think it was Chinese Taipei, just the same thing. So what stinks is that all 4 matches felt exactly the same in the beginning, where I was like, I hit them with a strong tachi, they immediately moved backwards. And I'm like, okay, here comes pressure. And then 2 of those guys handled the pressure super well and bested me, and then 2 of them didn't. So
Right.
that's something we're working on since then. We've got that ironed out, hopefully.
And
But
then,
I mean, sorry, go ahead.
no, after you, please.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, I got a win on Poland, which was nice to
That was
finish
a
up
good
with.
win, yeah.
So
That was
it
a
was
good
like
That was
win.
a great win.
it was like started off with Japan and then finished with that win over Poland, which felt really nice. I would have loved to have gotten more matches in, but it felt like I'm much less nervous going into it this time than I was last time. I feel like I understand the competition level a bit better,
Right.
and I'm just kind of pumped.
Well, as we're talking about competition level, who's that
Yeah.
person that you want to go against?
Well, of course. I hope I'm not saying his name wrong. I believe it's Vasha from Ukraine.
Sure is.
Dude, monster, man, monster. He and honestly, I want to go against Carol again from Poland,
Mm.
just because, I got to get my lick back.
Yeah.
I just want to get that win back, and it's like I like Carol. Carol's really funny because after the match with Carol, I hit him with a tachi, and I think the top of my head hit him directly on the eyebrow. So after that match, I lost, and I was kind of shaking it off and moved my head around. I was like, and I felt like a Tom and Jerry knot on top of my head. And so I was like, dang. So after all the matches were done, for the first upset. I went and found Carol. Was like, "Hey, man, good stuff." I was like, "Feel the top of my head. You gave me a knot." And then he goes, "Dude, look at my eyebrow." His eyebrow was swollen. And he said, "Did you black out?" I was like, "No." And he said, "Yeah, twice. I did twice." So he said I hit him, and it went black for him. And then he still beat me, man. So
That's wild.
yeah, he wanted that one. I think I sent him into like an ether where he just found his way through and his muscles took over or something. But yeah, I there's nobody. There's a guy from, I think he's from Kyrgyzstan, who had like a really unorthodox style last year, and I hope he'll be there this year because he went pretty far. Yeah, he was a younger guy. Yeah. Yeah, he had a really interesting style that was giving some people problems. I feel like I would match up well against it. But yeah, I think Vasha. I think
Vasha.
just because he's been such a stud for so long, I just am curious what it feels like.
Rumor has it that there will be a couple Russians that are going to
Oh.
be competing. They're going to be
not
competing
as
in
not as
different
Russia,
countries,
not as
but
Russia.
but they
Oh,
are the Russian brothers. So,
interesting.
I,
In
yeah,
in my weight division?
one's in your weight division.
Let's go.
Yeah, yeah.
What are they competing for? Uzbekistan, Tajikistan,
It's
Kyrgyzstan.
either, I think it was Kazakhstan. I don't know. I have to check again. Justin he was like, "Hey, Russians are coming. Russians are coming." And I
That's
was like,
awesome.
"Oh heck yeah!" And there's going to be a lightweight, there's going to be a middle, and a light heavyweight. So it's going to
Yeah.
be a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Um,
Honestly, I don't think there's anybody that I can't beat.
Mm.
mm,
I think the nature of the sport is that like there's some you'll win, some you'll lose.
right.
I think that I can win a match with anybody. And if I'm going to win the whole thing, I'll have to have a match with the best of the best. So
Of
if they give
course.
them to me early or late, we'll see what
Doesn't
happens
make a
there. But
difference. Yeah.
no, not really. So if they give me the very best guy, like ideally I would go against them at some point anyway. So
Mhm.
we'll see where it lines up in the pool and go for it all.
Heck yeah. So the it's no secret, right? You're
Sure.
a YouTube phenomenon, right? You're this god amongst men on YouTube. I see your
Okay.
numbers. I have all 12 viewers. You are
So
rolling in the
fast.
millions, right? It's quite amazing. How has it been documenting your journey in sumo, which seems like something you truly love? How has it
Yeah.
been documenting it?
It's been really fun. I think my favorite part is opening up people's eyes to just how unique the sport is and how it compares to other grappling styles and even striking styles.
Mm,
It's the people who are into it already get really into it, but I think it can be much more of an average person's sport when it comes to fandom. Like I think people can get into it. It's just a matter of I think of my channel as kind of like the sumo light. Like it's
mm,
not full pro Japan sumo. It's not the heaviest guys in the littlest amount of clothes. And I think
right.
that's the hardest selling point for the average person is that they're going to see it and be like, it's too much skin. It's
Let me
too much
tell you,
skin.
my in-laws complain. They've been going to, nationals, SoCal Open,
Hmm.
whatever, and they're like, it's a whole lot of butt out there.
Yep.
Whole lot of butt.
Yep. Which is so funny because like you go to two practices and you're like, okay, I'm numb to the butt. Like
Mm.
it just I gotta watch my phrasing on that one. but
Pause.
but
Didn't
yeah,
even
right.
think about that until you said it.
Yeah, no, it came out and then I was like, oh gosh. But yeah, you just get used to it so fast, I think. And if people got more used to it, I think they would love the sport.
Right. So you think it's like at least in America, right? Our
Yeah.
core Puritan values, there's Puritan values in America. Like
Yeah.
we shy away from nudity, which
Right.
is kind of like that something you have to accept in sumo,
Yeah, right.
right?
Yeah, and I don't even mind it. I usually wear the compression shorts for the fans and the viewers more than anything. Like I
Mm.
don't mind it. I don't love getting like after 8 hours of competitions, getting a little chafe going on. That's
Yeah,
not my
yeah.
favorite.
And your Mawashi's different. It's different. Yeah.
Yeah, it's different, and um, I don't mind it, but for the sake of getting viewers into it, I try to make the barrier to entry as little as possible.
I understand that. Yeah. No, 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 no. I
No,
have a
no,
phrase
I was
where
thinking I went
I'm
to a
I
go ahead.
try never to let, because I like to train traditional. Like
Mhm.
I like to train, I like to compete traditional. Since I
Sure.
went traditional, that's always been my favorite, right?
Yeah.
But I don't. I teach kids, I teach
Yeah.
teens, I teach everyone. I'm not going to let my butt cheeks be that thing that keeps somebody away from sumo, right?
Sure.
So I will train in a rash guard if it makes people feel more comfortable, and so
Yeah.
I'll
Right.
play with rash guard to. I can't use compression shorts. The Mawashi moves too much. It has to be
Oh,
like cotton style, like uh, like underwear style
Underwear.
things, right?
Mm.
It has to
interesting.
be,
Okay.
just because that slip and slide of the
Too
Mawashi, it
shifty.
ends up getting real weird. Ends up getting real
Mm,
weird.
yeah.
But
Do you guys
that's
get
my own thing.
the insane amount of red marks around your Mawashi line from people gripping and then just getting a finger load of skin?
Yep,
I
Yeah.
feel like
100%.
every practice I get home, I shower, I'm like, I look like I've been mauled.
I can hide it a little better since I'm black.
Oh.
It
Let me
doesn't
hold on.
show up nearly as often.
Okay. I'll work on that.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing
um,
about sumo, right? You come out and you're just like scratched up and bruised up and like
Yeah.
more than like striking sports even.
Yeah, I end up with all the same bruises that I did in Muay Thai.
mhm.
I get scratched way more. It's the nature of the grips is that it's like your Mawashi's so close to your skin. We used to do this thing in football when I was a lineman. You wear shoulder pads, but the shoulder pads also cover your chest with like a metal plate, and then it has cushion underneath the metal plate. What I would do is I would put my palm on the metal plate and then roll up as much skin and fat as I could
Mm,
whenever I was blocking somebody. So I would just take their skin and pinch it into the
yeah.
metal, and that's what it feels like. It feels like people
Uh,
doing that with my love handles.
Yeah, yeah. And then
It's
the whole
mean.
tricep, you're kind of getting bruised from there from people's grips.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Dude, I
The over
just got rid
grips.
of a bruise that I had that was this big. I don't know what from.
Hey, somebody just palmed you,
you do
dog.
you
They
do
just
so
palmed
Yeah.
you.
many like martial arts that
It could
this
be anything.
it appears
It could
anywhere.
be
Yeah.
anything. I couldn't wrestle. I couldn't get the grips that I wanted for like a week and a half because I did Irish stick fighting,
Mm.
and I caught a stick right to the
Ah,
knuckle.
oh,
Ooh.
oof.
Yeah.
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 Ow, 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 ow.
You have a very popular YouTube channel, as I've said like about 14 times in this
Hmm.
interview. Um, I would like to see just a taste of, in your opinion, the
Uh-huh.
worst comment you've got and the best.
Whew. Comment wise, I mean, look, I don't entertain the bad comments. That's not true at all. No, I look at the bad comments. The best comment I ever got was I love it when people tell me that they liked the story or that they felt some emotion with a video because I try to do it with as many videos as I can. Make it more than the martial art. I think my favorite I've gotten, I got one that was a guy whose father passed away, and he that was his inspiration to do martial arts, and then his father passed, and then he took time off for years and years and years, and then he said my channel got him back into it. That's been my favorite
Mm.
comment for a long time. Um, my least favorite. I get so many comments that I hate.
Ooh, I
You ask
know.
me any given week, and I probably have one of the week.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
What about this week?
that's a good question. I'd have to look through my screenshots. I screenshot the really
Okay.
bad ones and I
Oh, you
send them to my
screenshot
friends.
them?
I screenshot the really, really bad ones and I'm like, can you oh actually I have one. Um I, on my Reacts channel I had a guy comment, this is a trigger warning maybe for people who are,
Mm.
going through this, but somebody said, this is a really cool react. You should let us react to you jumping off a high place.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I responded. I said, did you just tell me to kill myself? Just because I want him to respond and be like, yes.
Did he
I want to
respond?
make him. No, no, no. I don't think. Well, maybe
Of
I
course.
forgot to look. It's
No, it's
possible.
fine.
It's
Hey,
possible.
you already got the home run and where he's like sitting there. He's like, oh.
Yeah, I want him to sit
No,
there and think
Seth,
about
maybe
it.
he wants you to do like bungee jumping or something.
It could be bungee jumping. It
Yeah.
could be.
Okay.
That's why I had
This
to
is
ask
true.
and clarify because I do have videos where I've jumped off of high places.
This is true. This is true. I've seen some of those.
Oh yeah,
I've seen some.
what was it? You've done so many things. Uh,
One of them was an action, like a
yeah,
stunt
that one. That's what I was
choreography
thinking
thing.
about.
There
Yeah,
was like
that's
a
what I was
big
thinking about. Yeah.
crash pad at the bottom. Yeah, but I get people who for no reason are like, yeah, no, I hate this guy. I hate
Yeah.
this guy a lot.
Is that mostly on your React channel or like
No, it's I get a lot
main
less of
channel?
it now than I used to because I used to do a lot of content that it was a little bit more divisive. I would like rank martial arts and
Mm.
I always was truthful and honest and I tried my best to be kind about it, but I did a little bit more naughty things in the past. It's
I
not
When
as
you
get
bad as it
start
used to be for
ranking
sure.
stuff, people get upset.
People get
And that's why
upset
JJ
for
doesn't
sure.
do it, and I do it because I'm far away from everybody in the US. So
I
what are
think
they
it's
going to
totally fine, honestly. I think your rankings have been spot on wonderful.
do? It's because
I
I
might
put
be.
you in first place.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, you're right. That's right. I say keep doing it.
Yeah, well, he will keep doing it. You can't really stop Mencken.
Cool.
Hmm.
So let's get back to sumo a little bit. Um,
Yeah,
Post Worlds. So
yeah,
after Worlds, what kept you going, right? Because you did something that a lot of people haven't done, right? They've went. A lot of people have went to Worlds, right? We've been sending
sure.
people for the last 20 years or so, but you were able to pull in two victories. And what kind of kept that fire in your soul to keep going?
Hmm. Um, I've talked about this in the past, and I think a lot of people don't love to hear this, but it's my honest opinion. I think that for me, my performance is it has to be stellar to be excited about it.
Mm,
And I do appreciate that Worlds is a high level, but if I got there, then I want to belong there and like I want to thrive there. Any room that
yeah.
I'm in, I want to try and be the best in. Um, and I think for me, it was just I think the two losses uh, were a lot more motivating for me than the two wins.
I love
Maybe
that.
the three losses to Japan too. The Japan one, that one, if you couldn't tell, that one still sits with me a little bit.
Oh yeah.
No, but
Oh
but
yeah.
but the way that I lost both those matches, and I felt like I was in them. It's if I had just gotten blown out of the water 0-2, smashed both times, I think I would have maybe not been as excited to try and go back another time. But
Mm,
yeah, I think the competitiveness in me is a big motivator. And then the second one, which is like almost neck and neck for me, if wanting to be the best is one of them, I'd say like the exact same level. Our club's just so fun. I've got such a
yes.
great club, and
Yeah.
they're so. I would do it even if I wasn't competing. Like if I retired from competing after this, I would still go to sumo all the time.
It's a good
It's
hang.
just so fun hanging out with those guys and girls, and it's just sick. It's so fun. I'd say that's it.
Heck, all right. Um, I know that you're a traditional martial artist, kind of like
Mhm.
myself. Like, you come in with, I wouldn't say baggage, but I think that fits the best, the baggage of your
Sure.
previous martial art. And that gives you tradition. Sometimes I feel like some people in sumo, it's a little bit more on a cosplay and they don't understand
Mm,
the way of being a martial artist. and I've seen you pick up your just like random post about pro sumo. Is there
Sure.
anything in pro sumo that you're bringing to this year of your sumo?
That's a good question. Um, I would say I'm trying to make my level a bit closer to it, of my back and my, not my like skill level, but the literal how low I am.
Right.
They do a really good job of hitting that sweet spot of they're not too low where they might get snapped down, but they're not too high where they can still drive forwards and through. Yeah, I've been working on that a good bit. A lot of the tachi training that I do is on a heavy bag, and I just record 30 minutes of reps in slow motion, and then I look to see where my head is on the bag and where my hands are, and if I've got enough drive through, and then so I'll do like 10 reps. I'll watch it. I'll do like 10 reps. So I think the skills that pro sumo has is something I'm always trying to get, but I definitely don't train the way they do. I'm traditional, but I'm not. I think that there's such a stark difference in lifestyle that I can't get away with doing what they do.
Mhm.
So I have to do different stuff supplementarily. I don't think that's the right word, but so I try to lift and I try to do explosive athletic work with a coach, and um, but yeah, I think the traditional aspect of sumo just it's not a one-to-one because we don't have the same competitors or the same size or the same mass, so the matches don't look the same.
Mm,
I refer to them more as motivation.
okay.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that. I mean, this last boss show, I was definitely I was on fire. I was like, this is the best.
Oh yeah.
Hoshoyuru went out early due to injury. I was like, oh man, that sucks because me and Minkin had a whole bet based on
Mm.
our Yokozuna's going, but
Kirishima
and
was doing
that's
well and then fell apart.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Takayasu
then
did exactly
Goedo
what
did
Takayasu does, right?
and Goedo
Like,
did what Goedo does.
yeah, yeah. We try not to bring that up anymore. Who is your
It's a
guy
sensitive
in
subject.
pro sumo?
Um, so this sounds other than Ura,
Hmm.
I feel like you have to say him. Um,
Yeah. Yep.
Everybody
yeah,
has a
Yep.
spirit of aura in their heart, or at least they want.
right, right. Um, so I actually really like this sounds. It's not fair because he's a Yokozuna, but I like the way Hoshori wrestles.
Mm,
It's
that's fair.
before he became Yokozuna, I was like, yeah, I think it's sturdy. It's not super flashy. The throws are there when he needs them. He's not trying too hard to do something more than push them out. It seems like on a lot of occasions, and he's not the biggest guy out there too. I think it's just a really stable, sturdy style. And then other than that, I mean,
Well, I
mm,
think Hoshoyuru makes a lot of sense for you, especially since you've been picking up your judo,
yeah,
right? And there's a lot of like hip tosses and stuff like that. As I've watched I'm probably not gonna watch your capoeira video. That's not my jam. I don't care.
that's okay.
But when you did judo, I was like, oh, okay, cool. And you went to a
Yeah,
person that I'm actually a fan of, and I was like, all right, let's see what he's doing. And
yeah,
I can see your sumo base
mm,
in the judo. I can see you doing it, and it
yeah.
it kind of has a Hoshoyuru feel to it.
That's good. I like that. I like that. But
Yeah.
for when I do judo, I have to not get lost in the judo.
Mm,
Um, so whenever I do judo, or I guess whenever I try to intermingle the two, I try to lean on the side of sumo because that's
of
what I
course.
compete in more regularly. So when I do judo throws in sumo, I purposely leave out like the last quarter of the throw. So if I'm
Hmm.
going to hit a throw, I'm going to go for the three quarters, and then if that
Hmm.
doesn't do enough to have them fall, then I'm just driving from there. And I
Yeah.
and I end up doing that in judo practice as well, where I'll like hit the throw and then they're not falling. I'm like, here we go, buddy. And then I'll run through them until we, in a safe manner. I don't want to hit anybody, but
Of
um,
course. Of
it's a
course.
lot of, I'm a very slow judo player
Mm,
where in practice, I'll just be sitting on a bunch of stuff. When I did the
Right.
tournament recently, I tried to just spam the Sasai over and over
Yeah.
again, like it was a B button or something.
Well, and of
So
course, it happens to be like feels within your original martial art, right? Because
right.
you're using your leg, you're using
Mhm.
rotation, you're extending out. There's a hip connection, right?
Yep.
So like, Sasai is one of those like almost everyone. It's your hips are doing the opposite in Muay Thai, but it's
Yeah.
a similar as like the low kick, right?
So
So
I
it's
actually
easier for.
I picked it up from Muay Thai because I loved
Mm,
the Sasai variation in the clinch. So
yeah.
that's my throw in Muay Thai is a plant and boop, and then it worked for so long, and then I got into judo. I was like, well, this is the same thing,
Okay.
and I actually that was how I got my injury was in judo. I threw the Sasai so many times on so
Hmm.
many 300+ pound people that I sprained my psoas on both sides and my groin.
Ooh. Okay.
Mm.
So yeah,
Yep.
that's been not so fun to deal with. So I haven't done,
No,
for the sake of doing as well as I can in Worlds, I haven't done any more judo just to keep myself from injuring myself. But yeah,
I
that
understand that.
I will definitely go back to it once this Worlds is done.
That is a weird injury, and it takes forever for your body to heal because you
Uh,
have to use that particular area in everything.
oh
You're,
yeah, every
yeah.
single thing. I was stuck doing pretty linear lifts for a while, so I've gotten stronger. I just now have to translate it back into being an athletic person and tossing as large of a person as I can. The
Understood.
the yeah, it's the judo though I think it's been so fun to try and make that work in sumo.
Um, I have a, a couple quick questions.
Okay.
So, outside of Poland,
Yep.
you're one of those sumo road dogs. You kind of been on the road. You'll go to like an Olympia. You'll go out to this. Where's
Sure.
the best place that you've been when you travel? Because you always do a little extra. You never just
Yeah.
go and do the sumo. You always do a little extra, which is the way to
I'm
do anything in sumo.
yeah, true. True. I'm so excited for Thailand, and I think that's going to be my answer once we're done
Mm,
because I'm gonna go and then I'm gonna film like a 7 day Muay Thai vlog afterwards.
Mm.
beautiful.
I'm so pumped for it. Hopefully I don't like break my shit while I'm there during the competition, but it should be fine.
I'm
Even if I do,
I was planning on originally I was like, oh, we'll go to Thailand, and
yeah,
then I was like, I'll go to Malaysia, and I
yeah,
was like, I'll go to Burma. I'm like, oh crap, they still got a civil war because I wanted to do the Art of Nine Limbs.
yeah,
Leaf way?
dude.
Are you gonna
Let's
hit
wait.
somebody in the face? Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
really
man.
wanted to, but it looks like that's just not. Most of my plans are just being
Tough,
derailed, so
tough.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna have fun.
yeah. I would say I went to Lithuania recently for the Ultimate Self Defense Championship. That was
Mm,
beautiful. I really liked in Poland going to the Czech Republic right after, and I went to these like big limestone mountains. It was nice because I got to soak up my sadness and my worries into those limestone mountains, just walking around by myself, just like looking up at big rocks and being like, I guess there's more important things out there. Let's see. Uh, man, I didn't do any sumo in Australia, but Australia was really cool.
mm,
It was like America, but different, kind of
yeah, with a
like a
flair.
different font. Yeah, yeah. I would say hmm, Poland was really cool too. We were just kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
If there was
yeah,
more like cars, I think that
yeah.
would have made it a little
I think if
easier.
we were like in Warsaw,
Yeah,
like if we're
uh,
in a city, town, or
yeah.
somewhere that had a vehicle that wasn't just a bus to get us
Just
from point A to
the
point
one
B,
bus. Yeah,
the one
right.
bus.
Yeah, the one bus.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was a
no,
nightmare.
I liked Wrocław a lot in
Mm,
Poland, but I would say, man, Thailand's gonna be sick. Ask me again
Thailand,
in like two
Thailand.
months. Yeah,
The answer is the future. I get that.
yeah,
I get
yeah.
that.
I'm always looking forward.
Um,
That's right.
so what is the weirdest thing that has happened to you at a sumo tournament?
Ooh,
Seeing JJ's butt naked cheeks, cheek naked butts,
That's
butt
not
that's
that.
cheeks.
probably the least weird.
That's the least weird.
Oh no, the weirdest thing, I don't know.
Or we can remove the sumo and then go into your past, which I will tell you what mine was. In
Yeah,
judo, I
like,
saw a kid that was competing in judo. He got pinned, and then he defecated himself. But he took a diuretic to make the weight. It was a white gi, and he got out of the pin, which made it worse. So he got out of the pin, and you could just see this patch. It started like this brown patch here, and it just kept going all through his
Oh
leg
no.
into the whole
Oh.
back side of him. Looked like he was wearing dark chaps.
that's
That's
why
the
that's
weirdest
why
thing that I've seen.
judo's got to open up to the white gi, blue gi, brown gi. This way, it's not as bad. It's
If
not
you wear a
as
blackie, nobody will ever know.
nobody will ever know. Dude, there's that story in karate about how the black belt is just the white belt that had been bled on and then crusted. And then the black gi in judo is just, dried up fecal matter.
And that's why jujitsu is the only one that uses black gis like that. See?
Yes,
There we
they
go.
know better.
As a
They know
jujitsu
better.
black belt, I can say I've seen plenty of. Ooh, I've seen a lot of crap, but that
Yeah.
was the worst as a child that I've seen.
Yeah, that's pretty tough.
I was
I
young.
don't think I've had anything happen like that. I,
You live a good life. Just
yeah,
good,
I mean,
clean life.
notable moments. I thought it was really cool when Hayden went through the table this year, like using the WWE
Yeah,
at nationals.
that was
Um,
cool.
that's the only thing I can think of, to be honest. That's like, I had. This one's not cool. This one's no, I don't even want to tell that story. That was, yeah. But
yeah.
no, I don't think I've had anything that was really all that fun, unfortunately.
Okay.
I've been robbed, like at like beach wrestling this year. I was like, oh man, I was robbed. I just like
Robbed
had,
at beach wrestling.
yeah, I had won a match, not like literally robbed. Like
Oh,
I was
okay.
robbed of what I thought was a
Oh
victory.
yeah, yeah.
But that's
Okay, okay.
after the fact. I was mad. I didn't even get to see anybody poop themselves.
That's fair. That's fair.
I wish I had something for you. I literally do this for a living, where I retell stories about martial arts, and I don't have anything that good yet.
All right, JJ,
all right.
do something so Seth has something to
Yeah.
tell next podcast.
Yeah.
Do something crazy.
I feel like there's plenty that's going to happen in Thailand. I feel like
Probably.
it's
Oh,
a
dude.
it's a
Yeah.
party kind of situation.
If you watch The Hangover, right? Yeah, Bangkok has Bangkok.
Like
has
I'm
it,
surprised last year. We have a couple people that get a little saucy. I'm surprised nothing happened there. But this time around, I feel
Yeah.
like we're in a spot where it's going to be easier to get alcohol, and it's going to get weird. It's going to
Yeah.
get weird, and I
Yeah.
feel like that's good. Because as long as we keep sumo
good for
weird, it's going
morale.
to be an awesome spot.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Remember, that's an email. That's
an email.
All right, I have one more question.
Okay.
What are your hopes for Thailand?
Realistically, I would love to place. Like that's the goal. I'm going to place. Maybe not unrealistically, but with high hopes, that number one spot. That's what you go for. That's what you aim for.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, I'd love to get some wins that I'm proud of and that felt good, and yeah, I just want to I want to prove to myself that all the training I've done over last year has been with the right intent.
Right. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Minky.
I'm easy to please. I just want to win everything.
Do you have anything, Mr. Minky?
Oh, you're asking me the same question. So yeah, for me, for Thailand, as assistant coach of the UK, I want them to get some wins. Yeah.
Dude, you guys have to have like a grudge match.
Oh
no, we don't.
every
We
time
don't.
we
JJ will destroy me. JJ will destroy me.
But it can be.
He's won two. He's won two out of like the 500 that we've had.
Yeah, and JJ's going to drop me on my side and break my ribs. So I mean,
again.
and he's mean to me when
So
we do sumo.
here's how we play this out then. We go
Mm.
padded floor, like thick tatami, and then no outs that stop a match. So you can get pushed out, but you have to get right back in. This is how we do conditioning. Is what we haven't done this as much recently, but we need to get back into it now that I'm in prep. But what we do is we set a 2-minute timer, and you can get out, but you have to get back in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like as fast as you can. So then the match just restarts. We might not even do a tachi. You might just kind of like and then grab back on, and then you go from there, and you just go for as long as you can. And maybe JJ throws you 30 times, but maybe you hit something slick on him.
I get one win. I get one win,
thing.
and I'm better than JJ. This is right.
This is wild because we do this too.
Do you do this?
And
oh, nice.
Yeah, but I know it's so like anti-tradition. I know Minkin's probably never done something like that, right? Because he's very much like, you have to do it like this.
Right.
But that's the whole purpose, is to build that conditioning.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an American mindset, or like our previous martial arts experience. That's like, there's going to be some deep waters. And sometimes
that's what I
the
think
match
it is.
doesn't end in 15 seconds.
And, yeah, right. And I think from the pros, they probably do it without talking about it. Like they just send a guy in over and over again, and like maybe he gets out, but they just send him back in. They don't set a timer, which is maybe worse because you don't know when it's going to end.
Is like, right?
Yeah, that's Boot Scotty, and that's also like when they do their practice matches, that one person that's in there, that's what he's doing. He's just getting a fresh person every time.
Right. It's just Shark Tank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the same thing, except we set a timer, so you can't just like kind of be too tired at some point.
Yeah.
Like it's just gonna suck until it doesn't anymore, and then you'll be like wheezing. You'll be like, "How much time? How much time?" It's like 1:50. You're like, "No, wait." That happened to me in my first judo tournament. I was literally the first match of the entire day.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how that got set up because I'm the heaviest. I said this at my last judo tournament. I was the heaviest. I was in one division that was the heaviest, the oldest, and the worst. Like that's where I thrive. But my first tournament, I was somehow the very first match of the day, and I didn't know how long the matches were because I had one practice before that. I didn't
it's
know.
3 minutes, right?
Maybe it might have been.
Okay.
It didn't feel like it because there was a timer, and we were going. I go for a couple throws, and by the time I start to get winded, I do one of these where I'm like, just like kind of like trying to peek over at the clock, and it says 1:37. And I was like, okay, cool, that's left, and then 2 more throws, and I look up, and it's like 1:42. And I was like, is it going up? Is it? Does it count up to 3 minutes? And then we keep going. It's like 1:20. I was like, I don't know what to do anymore, man. Let me just beat this guy. And I think eventually I won with like what felt like 10 was already. It was like it didn't make any sense to me by the time I was done. I was just gassed. And I didn't ever want to do judo again after that. That was.
I understand that.
The first match was tough. There's nothing like judo conditioning.
Yeah, it is. It's rough.
Yeah.
Especially if you get into golden scores. So there's like no points on. And then it's like, all right, well, we're going to do another round. And you're in a golden score. And you're like, what? I have to keep going?
Yeah, no, I don't think I want to. It discouraged me so bad from it that's why this most recent judo tournament, I just went as hard as I could immediately. I was like, yep, I want it all immediately. Please don't make me work. Please just fall down right now. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Seth, we will see you in Thailand in, a couple weeks.
Less than a month.
Yep.
Yeah, so pretty exciting. Train hard, train smart, focus on recovery, and let's bring back the United States a medal.
Let's do it.
Heck yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. See ya. Ja. Mata.
Never effort to the max. Sumo wrestling, no tracks. JJ and make him just relax.